came from the bottom where the sharks move reckless. Everybody online selling dreams, no direction. I was studying candles while they flexing their possessions. Now the whole team eating off discipline progression. See, the market don't care about emotion or your ego. One bad trade turned a winner to a zero. That's why I move calm, real surgical with the reload, waiting on the setup. Patience sharper than the needle, none of me. Yeah, the pressure start building. Everybody over trading. I'm just watching how they feeling. Shockwave on the chart, and the moment start revealing how the levels line up and the confidence appealing. Used to chase every move, now I'm focused on precision. Cut the noise out the room, and destruction my religion. Took losses on the chin, turned pain into tuition. Now the whole playbook different when you trade with a vision. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the bands. That's my strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart action trading, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't care but we prepare. Every boss another lesson, every win come from awareness. Structure over noise, that's the motto every day. Consistency the mission, we just level up the play. See, I done seen the fake gurus come and go quick. Screenshots look good, but the lifestyle don't fit. We was in the trenches, really building through the losses. Learning risk management before I ever taught profits. Now it's live streams, game plans, market breakdowns. Everybody's locked in, why don't you can't stay now? AI tools, flow data, levels mapped out. Trade assist engine got the whole team spaced out. Ever needed Mambos just to prove I got results. I learned to teach a trader how to never self-destruct. Cause one good system with discipline enough can change your whole life when the pressure gets tough. That's why the movement bigger than a Discord or a trade. It's a mindset shift, watch the confidence get raised. From beginner to advance, every lesson get engraved. Repeat, refine, that's the way greatness made. Structure over noise, yeah, we mean from where to plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the band. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, they ain't rushing for the band. That's my strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart actions later, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't need more to pay. Every loss another lesson, every leg go from awareness. That's the motto, everything. Consistency the mission, we just level up the place, yeah. Action trading, Shockwave 15. That's by strikers. Trade safe. Trade smart. And dominate. Yeah. Smart action trading. Spot traders. We ain't chasing hype. We chasing structure. Look. I came from the bottom where the sharks move reckless. Everybody online selling dreams, no direction. I was studying candles while they flexing their possessions. Now the whole team eating off discipline progression. See, the market don't care about emotion or your ego. One bad trade turned a winner to a zero. That's why I move calm, real surgical with the reload, waiting on the setup. Patience sharper than the needle, none of me. Yeah, the pressure start building. Everybody over trading. I'm just watching how they feeling. Shockwave on the chart, and the moment start revealing how the levels line up and the confidence appealing. Used to chase every move, now I'm focused on precision. Cut the noise out the room, and destruction my religion. Took losses on the chin, turned pain into tuition. Now the whole playbook different when you trade with a vision. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the bands. That's my strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart action trading, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't care but we prepare. Every boss another lesson, every win come from awareness. that's the motto every day. Consistency the mission, we just level up the play. See, I done seen the fake gurus come and go quick. Screenshots look good, but the lifestyle don't fit. We was in the trenches, really building through the losses. Learning risk management before I ever taught profits. Now it's live streams, game plans, market breakdowns. Everybody's locked in, why don't you can't stay now? AI tools, flow data, levels mapped out. Trade assist engine got the whole team spaced out. Ever needed man bows just to prove I got results. I had to teach a trader how to never self-destruct. Cause one good system with discipline enough can change your whole life when the pressure gets tough. That's why the movement bigger than a Discord or a trade. It's a mindset shift, watch the confidence get ways. From beginner to advance, every lesson get engraved. Rinse, repeat, refine, that's the way greatness made. Structure over noise, yeah, we mean from where to plan. Your traders build slow, we ain't worship for the band. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, they ain't rushing for the band. Spot strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart actions later, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, new name, we to pair. Every loss another lesson, every leg go from awareness. Flow. That's the motto, everything. Consistency the mission, we just level up the place, yeah. Forex trading, Shockwave 15. Let's buy strikers. Trade safe. Trade smart. And dominate. Yeah. Smart action trading. Spot strikers. We ain't chasing hype. We chasing structure. Look. I came from the bottom where the charts move reckless. Everybody online selling dreams, no direction. I was studying candles while they flexing their possessions. Now the whole team eating off discipline progression. See, the market don't care about emotion or your ego. One bad trade turn a winner to a zero. That's why I move calm, real surgical with the reload. Waiting on the setup, patience sharper than the needle. None of me, yeah, the pressure start building. Everybody over trading, I'm just watching how they feeling. Shockwave on the chart and the moment start revealing how the levels line up and the confidence appeal. I used to chase every move, now I'm focused on precision. Cut the noise out the room, made destruction my religion. Took losses on the chin, turned pain into tuition. Not a whole playbook, different when you trade with a vision. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the bands. Let's buy strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart action trading, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't care when we prepare. Every boss another lesson, every win come from awareness. That's the motto every day. Consistency the mission, we just level up the play. See, I done seen the fake gurus come and go quick. Screenshots look good, but the lifestyle don't fit. We was in the trenches, really building through the losses. Learning risk management before I ever taught profits. Now it's live streams, game plans, market breakdowns. Everybody's locked in, why don't you can't stay now? AI tools, flow data, levels mapped out. Trade assist engine got the whole team spaced out. Ever needed man bows just to prove I got results. I had to teach a trader how to never self-destruct. Cause one good system with discipline enough can change your whole life when the pressure gets tough. That's why the movement bigger than a Discord or a trade. It's a mindset shift, watch the confidence get ways. From beginner to advance, every lesson get engraved. Rinse, repeat, refine, that's the way greatness made. Structure over noise, yeah, we mean from where to plan. Your traders build slow, we ain't worship for the band. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, they ain't rushing for the band. Spot strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart actions later, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, new name, we to pair. Every loss another lesson, every leg go from awareness. Flow. That's the motto, everything. Consistency the mission, we just level up the place, yeah. Forex trading, Shockwave 15. Let's buy strikers. Trade safe. Stay smart. And dominate. Yeah. Smart action trading. Spot traders. We ain't chasing hype. We chasing structure. Look. I came from the bottom where the charts move reckless. Everybody online selling dreams, no direction. I was studying candles while they flexing their possessions. Now the whole team eating off discipline progression. See, the market don't care about emotion or your ego. One bad trade turn a winner to a zero. That's why I move calm, real surgical with the reload. Waiting on the setup, patience sharper than the needle. None of me, yeah, the pressure start building. Everybody over trading, I'm just watching how they feeling. Shot crave on the chart and the moment start revealing how the levels line up and the confidence appeal. I used to chase every move, now I'm focused on precision. Cut the noise out the room, made destruction my religion. Took losses on the chin, turned pain into tuition. Not a whole playbook, different when you trade with a vision. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the bands. That's my strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart action trading, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't care but we prepare. Every boss another lesson, every win come from awareness. That's the motto every day. Consistency the mission, we just level up the play. See, I done seen the fake gurus come and go quick. Screenshots look good, but the lifestyle don't fit. We was in the trenches, really building through the losses. Learning risk management before I ever taught profits. Now it's live streams, game plans, market breakdowns. Everybody's locked in, why don't you can't stake now? AI tools, flow data, levels mapped out. Trade assist engine got the whole team spaced out. Ever need a man, but was just to prove I got results. I learned to teach a trader how to never self-destruct. Cause one good system with discipline enough can change your whole life when the pressure gets tough. That's why the movement bigger than a Discord or a trade. It's a mindset shift, watch the confidence get raised. From beginner to advance, every lesson get engraved. Entropy refined, that's the way greatness made. Structure over noise, yeah, we mean from with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the band. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, they ain't rushing for the band. Spot strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart action trading, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, ni un tiempo y tu pair. Every loss another lesson, every leg go from awareness. Structure over noise, that's the motto, everything. Consistency the mission, we just level up the place, yeah. Action trading, Shockwave 15. Let's buy strikers. Trade safe. Stay smart. And dominate. Yeah. Smart action trading. Spot traders. We ain't chasing hype. We chasing structure. Look. I came from the bottom where the charts move reckless. Everybody online selling dreams, no direction. I was studying candles while they flexing their possessions. Now the whole team eating off discipline progression. See, the market don't care about emotion or your ego. One bad trade turn a winner to a zero. That's why I move calm, real surgical with the reload. Waiting on the setup, patience sharper than the needle. None of me, yeah, the pressure start building. Everybody over trading, I'm just watching how they feeling. Shot crave on the chart and the moment start revealing how the levels line up and the confidence confidence appeal. I used to chase every move, now I'm focused on precision. Cut the noise out the room, and destruction my religion. Took losses on the chin, turned pain into tuition. Not a whole playbook, different when you trade with a vision. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real trainers build slow, we ain't rushing for the bands. That's why strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart action trading, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't care but we prepare. Every boss another lesson, every win come from awareness. Structure over noise, that's the motto every day. Consistency the mission, we just level up the play. See, I done seen the fake gurus come and go quick. Screenshots look good, but the lifestyle don't fit. We was in the trenches, really building through the losses. Learning risk management before I ever taught profits. Now it's live streams, game plans, market breakdowns. Everybody's locked in, why don't you can't stake now? AI tools, flow data, levels mapped out. Trade assist engine got the whole team spaced out. Ever needed man bows just to prove I got results. I had to teach a trader how to never self-destruct. Cause one good system with discipline enough can change your whole life when the pressure gets tough. That's why the movement bigger than a Discord or a trade. It's a mindset shift, watch the confidence get raised. From beginner to advance, every lesson get engraved. Entropy refined, that's the way greatness made. Structure over noise, yeah, we mean from where to plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the band. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, they ain't rushing for the band. That's why strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart actions later, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we only have way to pay. Every loss another lesson, every leg go from awareness. Structure over noise, that's the motto everything. Consistency the mission, we just level up the play. See ya. Forex trading, Shockwave 15. Let's buy strikers. Trade safe. Trade smart. And dominate. Yeah. Smart action trading. Spot strikers. We ain't chasing hype. We chasing structure. Look. I came from the bottom where the charts move reckless. Everybody online selling dreams, no direction. I was studying candles while they flexing their possessions. Now the whole team eating off discipline progression. See, the market don't care about emotion or your ego. One bad trade turn a winner to a zero. That's why I move calm, real surgical with the reload. Waiting on the setup, patience sharper than a needle. None of me, yeah, the pressure start building. Everybody over trading, I'm just watching how they feeling. Shockwave on the chart and the moment start revealing how the levels line up and the confidence appeal. I used to chase every move, now I'm focused on precision. Cut the noise out the room, and destruction my religion. Took losses on the chin, turned pain into tuition. Not a whole playbook, different when you trade with a vision. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real trainers build slow, we ain't rushing for the bands. That's why strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart action trading, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't care but we prepare. Every boss another lesson, every win come from awareness. That's the motto every day. Consistency the mission, we just level up the play. See, I done seen the fake gurus come and go quick. Screenshots look good, but the lifestyle don't fit. We was in the trenches, really building through the losses. Learning risk management before I ever taught profits. Now it's live streams, game plans, market breakdowns. Everybody's locked in, why don't you can't stake now? AI tools, flow data, levels mapped out. Trade assist engine got the whole team spaced out. Ever needed man bows just to prove I got results. I learned to teach a trader how to never self-destruct. Cause one good system with discipline enough can change your whole life when the pressure gets tough. That's why the movement bigger than a Discord or a trade. It's a mindset shift, watch the confidence get raised. From beginner to advance, every lesson get engraved. Entropy refined, that's the way greatness made. Structure over noise, yeah, we mean from where to plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the band. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, they ain't rushing for the bands. Spot strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart actions laden, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, new tiempo y tu pe. Every loss another lesson, every leg go from awareness flow. That's the motto, everything. Consistency, the mission, we just level up the place, yeah. Forex trading, Shopway 15. Let's buy strikers. Trade safe. Trade smart. And dominate. Yeah. Smart action trading. Spot traders. We ain't chasing hype. We chasing structure. Look. I came from the bottom where the sharks move reckless. Everybody online selling dreams, no direction. I was studying candles while they flexing their possessions. Now the whole team eating off discipline progression. See, the market don't care about emotion or your ego. One bad trade turned a winner to a zero. That's why I move calm, real surgical with the reload. Waiting on the setup, patience sharper than the needle. None of me, yeah, the pressure start building. Everybody over trading, I'm just watching how they feeling. Shockwave on the chart and the moment start revealing how the levels line up and the confidence appeal. I used to chase every move, now I'm focused on precision. Cut the noise out the room, made destruction my religion. Took losses on the chin, turned pain into tuition. Not a whole playbook, different when you trade with a vision. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the bands. That's why strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart action trading, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't care when we prepare. Every loss another lesson, every win come from awareness. That's the motto every day. Consistency the mission, we just level up the play. See, I done seen the fake gurus come and go quick. Screenshots look good, but the lifestyle don't fit. We was in the trenches, really building through the losses. Level risk management before I ever taught profits. Now it's live streams, game plans, market breakdowns. Everybody's locked in, why don't you can't stay now? AI tools, flow data, levels mapped out. Trade assist engine got the whole team spaced out. Ever needed man bows just to prove I got results. I learned to teach a trader how to never self-destruct. Cause one good system with discipline enough can change your whole life when the pressure gets tough. That's why the movement bigger than the Discord or the trade. It's a mindset shift, watch the confidence get raised. From beginner to advance, every lesson get engraved. Repeat, refine, that's the way greatness made. Structure over noise, yeah, we mean for with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the band. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, they ain't rushing for the bands. Spot strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart actions laden, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, new tiempo y tu pe. Every loss another lesson, every leg go from awareness flow. That's the motto, everything. Consistency, the mission, we just level up the place, yeah. Forex trading, Shopway 15. Let's buy strikers. Trade safe. Trade smart. And dominate. Yeah. Smart action trading. Spot traders. We ain't chasing hype. We chasing structure. Look. I I came from the bottom where the sharks move reckless. Everybody online selling dreams, no direction. I was studying candles while they flexing their possessions. Now the whole team eating off discipline progression. See, the market don't care about emotion or your ego. One bad trade turn a winner to a zero. That's why I move calm, real surgical with the reload, waiting on the setup. Patience sharper than the needle. None of me, yeah, the pressure start building. Everybody over trading, I'm just watching how they feeling. Shot grave on the chart, and the moment start revealing how the levels line up and the confidence appeal. I used to chase every move, now I'm focused on precision. Cut the noise out the room, and destruction my religion. Took losses on the chin, turned pain into tuition. Not a whole playbook, different when you trade with a vision. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the bands. That's my strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart action trading, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't care but we prepare. Every boss another lesson, every win come from awareness. Structure over noise, that's the motto every day. Consistency the mission, we just level up the play. See, I done seen the fake gurus come and go quick. Screenshots look good, but the lifestyle don't fit. We was in the trenches, really building through the losses. Learning risk management before I ever taught profits. Now it's live streams, game plans, market breakdowns. Everybody's locked in, why don't you can't stake now? AI tools, flow data, levels mapped out. Trade assist engine got the whole team spaced out. Ever need a man, but was just to prove I got results. I learned to teach a trader how to never self-destruct. Cause one good system with discipline enough can change your whole life when the pressure gets tough. That's why the movement bigger than a Discord or a trade. It's a mindset shift, watch the confidence get raised. From beginner to advance, every lesson get engraved. Entropy refined, that's the way greatness made. Structure over noise, yeah, we mean from with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the band. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, they ain't rushing for the band. My strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart actions later, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't need more to play. Every loss another lesson, every day go from awareness. Structure over noise, that's the motto everything. Consistency the mission, we just level up the place, yeah. Action trading, Shockwave 15. Best buy strikers. Trade safe. Trade smart. And dominate. Yeah. Smart action trading. Spot traders. We ain't chasing hype. We chasing structure. Look. I came from the bottom where the sharks move reckless. Everybody online selling dreams, no direction. I was studying candles while they flexing their possessions. Now the whole team eating off discipline progression. See, the market don't care about emotion or your ego. One bad trade turn a winner to a zero. That's why I move calm, real surgical with the reload, waiting on the setup. Patience sharper than the needle. None of me, yeah, the pressure start building. Everybody over trading, I'm just watching how they feeling. Shot grave on the chart, and the moment start revealing how the levels line up and the confidence appeal. I used to chase every move, now I'm focused on precision. Cut the noise out the room, and destruction my religion. Took losses on the chin, turned pain into tuition. Not a whole playbook, different when you trade with a vision. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't rushing for the bands. That's my strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart action trading, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we don't care but we prepare. Every boss another lesson, every win come from awareness. That's the motto every day. Consistency the mission, we just level up the play. See, I done seen the fake gurus come and go quick. Screenshots look good, but the lifestyle don't fit. We was in the trenches, really building through the losses. Learning risk management before I ever taught profits. Now it's live streams, game plans, market breakdowns. Everybody's locked in, why don't you can't stake now? AI tools, flow data, trader. Levels mapped out, trade assist, engine got the whole team spaced out. Haven't needed Mambos just to prove I got results. I learned to teach a trader how to never self-destruct. Cause one good system with discipline enough can change your whole life when the pressure gets tough. That's why the movement bigger than a Discord or a trade. It's a mindset shift, watch the confidence get raised from beginner to advance. Every lesson get engraved, and repeat, refine, that's the way greatness made. Structure over noise, yeah, we mean for where to plan. Real traders build slow, we ain't worship for the band. Structure over noise, yeah, we moving with a plan. Real traders build slow, they ain't rushing for the band. Spot strikers in the building, put the discipline in hand. Smart actions later, yeah, we teach them how to stand. Structure over noise, we only and we to pair. Every loss another lesson, every leg go from awareness flow. That's the motto, everything. Consistency, the mission, we just level up the place, yeah. Forex trading, Shopway 15. Let's buy strikers. Trade safe. Trade smart. And dominate.
Top of the morning, traders, and happy Friday, July 10th. Hope everyone had a wonderful day yesterday and ready to kick off another opportunity-filled day. We're looking to gap up to open things up. Welcome to the most value-packed live trading show, where we live trade, breakdown charts, cover high-impact events, talk trader mindset. And we're looking to take advantage of the best opportunities today. I know we had a little bit of a late start today, had some technical issues to resolve. Good morning as you're coming in. Smash the like button. We have big event today. We have SK Hynix reporting earnings, IPO, the biggest IPO, the biggest international company IPO in history, surpassing Alibaba. This is the top 3 memory name in the entire space. Okay, as soon as it opens up, probably 11 o'clock, I'm not sure exactly what the time is, we'll have that coverage for you. And this is going to slot itself in the top 3, okay? So when it comes to memory, it's going to be MU and it's going to be SK. I believe the ticker symbol is going to be SKHY. I can double check. Off the open, we're seeing a nice push on NVIDIA. We're seeing a nice push on Meta. Meta starting to see a nice little push. We're seeing SPY pumping as well. We're seeing Q starting to push the upside as well. So major moves so far. The question now becomes, is this legit? Okay, is this legit? Is this legit? Good morning, guys. Good morning. Give me a thumbs up in the chat if the audio is good. Give me a thumbs up in the chat. And today's Free Trade Friday. So Free Trade Friday for those of you who are looking to give the live trading and trading delay-free ad-free stream a spin. Today is the day. Okay, the link is posted in the delay-free ad-free stream. In the Discord, the delay-free ad-free stream is posted in the Discord. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me just get situated here. Okay, just slow down just a little bit. Good morning, guys. Good morning. I'll get to the YouTube chat here shortly. Okay, let me just measure out that gap, and we are good to go. So gap up to open things up. We're above that PMH, okay. Qs are starting to push. That's ideal. That's what we want to see. Qs push. If we're going to break this major test zone, we are at this major resistance. Good morning, guys. Okay, 100 likes is the goal today, guys. 100 likes before 10:30. Let's get it done. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to share. That's how we grow, guys. Organic growth. Daily upside targets that I do have. I have it on in this chart. Okay, we have a daily upside target here. So daily upside targets are just pivots, okay? Daily pivots. So we're above daily upside target 1. Okay, nice little pump so far. Where is it? Where's the next one? We got the next one up here. Okay, so far we're above PMH. SPY's above PMH. Qs are above PMH. See if Qs can hold above PMH. We're seeing Nvidia show some signs of strength. We are seeing Meta continue to pump. So Meta's an early candidate. Nvidia's an early candidate. Tesla's an early candidate. Okay, all these names are early candidates. Okay, as they're above that PMH. So PMH retest is the setup you're gonna look for, of course, if you trade PMH retest after decisive break. So make sure to go. If you're on YouTube, guys, make sure to click live. All right, the beginning is the intro, Mr. Basketball. So make sure you're live and refresh. Okay, let me just get settled in here. Here, the ad-free stream is under live trading if you're in the community. And everyone on YouTube, the free Trade Friday link is in the free tier Discord as well. Okay, down there. So look what we got going on, guys. SPY's breaking above that high, major level. Qs are starting to push. Dow's starting to drop, and IWM is looking to test this major support territory. So off the open, let's see what we got going on. First hour, all right, we're seeing some activity and some of the names. So it looks like the semis are starting to bounce off those lows. Microsoft Meta leading the way. PMH retest, PMH in that daily open, giving us a nice little key zone here. PMH in that DO, NYDO. Good morning, guys. Okay, Apple also looking promising. Okay. So I want to see how we respond to this zone. If there's a legit break, we should bounce off that level. Dow falling off a cliff. Small caps testing that PML and that support. So Apple, Nvidia, looking good. Keep in mind these contracts expire today. If you're looking to trade this week's contracts, Apple. The 320 is great for small accounts. 317.50s also. I'll add the Apple calls to the watch. Nvidia 205s, despite the fact that Nvidia has been a little bit sketchy, all right, technically is looking good. So I'll look at the Nvidia 205s. So Apple 317.50s, Nvidia 205s possible. SPY if you're looking for bounces between that NYDO and that daily open. PMH in that daily open, I should say. Nvidia looking nice. Let's see if Tesla can start to go as well. VIX falling off a cliff, guys. VIX is all the way back below 16. Meta as well. Meta does have a catalyst, so Meta. Those contracts can be elevated. I have no interest in Meta. IV's 106. 0 DTEs on Meta at the money are $800 for one contract. Why? IV. So you're paying twice as much. So one contract is the same. One contract cost has the same cost as two contracts. See that IW can bounce right there. IW is right at that critical level there. Nice little key zone IW. Right, we have that PMH. Right there, we have that 50 MA. We have that daily upside breaker in that territory as well. Okay, we have a lot of levels there. 103% out the gate for Devil Dog. Beautiful job. Was that an intraday trade or a overnight position? If that was an intraday trade, that's very impressive. You probably caught the very bottom and that nice little push to the upside. Tremendous job. Our IWM, beautiful. All right, IWM still has some selling left. Okay, we're starting to see the Dow stabilize a little bit. Wow, that means to get 108 on Apple. All right, so your entry has to be this PMH in this territory. All right, so tremendous job on trusting that level. And I'm seeing that you're doing a tremendous job off the open as well, catching those opening trades. So good, good, good. So I use the daily levels for the pivots. So the daily upside targets, daily downside targets are based on the most previous high. All right, so say we have a high today. Tomorrow I'll use today's high as that daily upside breaker, and then I can use, if there's a high higher than the prior day's high, if we do break above that daily upside breaker, then that will be the next pivot. Anything internal to that daily range from the prior day, I don't use. All right. So what I mean by that is, say from 2 days ago, the anything from 2 days ago outside of the high and low for possible pivots. Okay, I don't use anything internal to that. All right, because we have to understand there's only so many things we can use. All right, if we have levels everywhere, it's gonna be so much noise. All right, so let's see if there's any buyers here interested off this key zone here. That daily upside breaker is there as well, so prior day's highs. You either win or lose. I love whatever the edges. Rinse, repeat, refine. We're starting to see a nice little fade across those names. Let's check on our semiconductor names. Intel falling off a cliff. MU falling off a cliff. Broadcom falling off a cliff. AMD falling off a cliff. Nvidia relatively stable. Okay, so Meta continues to pump. SK Hynix IPO, guys. SK, I think is SYHK. I believe. We'll find it. So we'll have that coverage for you as well. Oh, the most recent link is June 6th. This link right here. So go to the free tier, and then the link is right there. All right, so everything is up to date. If you're a striker, you have access to it. Refresh the trader feed. Okay. PLTR. The reason why I alert on PLTR, it's coming into a nice key zone. Nice little pullback, aggressive pullback that is. Let me illustrate. Okay, we have that daily upside breaker test on PLTR for my bounce traders. Okay, right here. So when you're a bounce rejection trader, as soon as price comes into it, all right, you shoot your shot. What's the invalidation marker? Whoosh, slice right through it. But when you start to learn how to trade bounces, especially my scalpers, what you'll notice is as price is driving lower, right? Those contracts are very, very cheap when you get the optimal entry. So any kind of push to the upside, you're automatically up 10 to 15%. But if it continues to push lower, okay, if you have that tight stop, slices right through it, then you get out. Okay, so that type of trading can be applied as well if you're a bounce trader, right? Just requires a little bit of technique and experience. IW, guys, IW slicing and dicing to the downside. Okay, so if the buyers can't protect this, that's a PMA trap headed back towards that weekly upside breaker. Nvidia continues to show some strength here. If we continue to dump, Palantir can't hold below that level. We have possible Palantir and Tesla brewing to the downside, and Google possibly brewing to the downside as well. Semis continue to slide to the downside. No, I don't use a pivot point indicator. Nvidia looking promising. So Nvidia, we traded Nvidia yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was Nvidia. Nvidia was a trade. Yeah, we took a trade on Nvidia. Yeah, Nvidia. Yeah, 2 trades on Nvidia. Both worked in our favor. So might be another day of Nvidia today as well. All right, this is Nvidia returning back into the fold. Is Nvidia acting normal? Nvidia is above that daily upside breaker. Okay, you can see came in, swept that, and starting to get some momentum. So Nvidia to the upside, potential there. If we start to slide, guys, if we start to slide and the Qs start to fade, because the Qs are starting to fade, guys, PMA trap. I like IWM to the downside, because IWM has been the leader sometimes. All right, it's been ahead. IWM. $296 puts. Nvidia to the upside. If it breaks, IWM to the downside. If that breaks. So Nvidia upside, IWM downside. Lost my screen here. Once again, guys. Very frustrating. But it's not the main screen. It's not my execution screen. It's not this screen. So it's just I can't see the chat and I can't see my other chart with some of the sector ETFs and a couple of other names. Okay, so we're battling through adversity. All right, battling through adversity. Amazon starting to slide to the downside as well. Amazon has some room to that PML. Okay, Amazon puts starting to go. Palantir puts possibly brewing. Be mindful of that PML. Okay, see if Nvidia can give us something here. So if Nvidia give us something, we probably need the PMA. We need Qs to get above PMH. Nvidia. Okay, see if Nvidia can hold. So you can see Nvidia got that ripple. If you trade ripple on Nvidia, manage accordingly. Get a breather on Nvidia. So I'm looking for that retest on Nvidia. Pull back in Nvidia. Pull back just a little bit in. Come test these highs. Okay. Nvidia 207.50s also look appealing. Those contracts that we were talking about went in the money. Those are good for small accounts. Oh, it didn't even give me the alert. Wow. If you caught Nvidia there, congratulations. See if you can pull back one more time. Qs looks like they want to hold above PMH. A nice scalp on Amazon to the downside into that weekly upside breaker. VIX slide to the downside. Just give me that one little tag. Tag that level right there. Tag this level right here, Nvidia. Okay, it looks like Nvidia wants to go, guys. If you caught Nvidia, congratulations. Let me try to fix this monitor, guys. We got technical analysis this morning. We got technical support as well. Everything technical. Okay. Take out these EMAs. So no horse in the race. As of yet, NVIDIA, nice push on NVIDIA. Nice push on NVIDIA. Scale out on NVIDIA if you took that. Those contracts are flying. Okay, I already hit 1R. If SPY goes, I can take SPY. Qs are looking to go as well. SPY, I'm looking at the 753s. Via shockwave, NVIDIA, I'm looking for that pullback into that same territory. So in this case, when you're taking these breakouts, guys, you're buying high, looking to sell higher. Okay. That's the premise with setups like this. So it's momentum based. Qs, shockwave on the Qs. Do your due diligence. NVIDIA, nice break on NVIDIA. My monitor is still down, guys. Let me see if I can fix it. Get this thing back up. Okay, finally. Okay. Give me 1 second. Thank you for bearing with me, guys. Okay. Okay. So NVIDIA give us that retest. Amazon breakdown there into PML. Treat that as a scalp. Qs quickly recoiling. If this is a pump fake, okay, IWM dump on the horizon. Okay, IWM dump on the horizon. NVIDIA retest bounce off a call trigger via shockwave. IWM testing that VWAP. Nice breakdown on Palantir. Palantir, you can short that into PML. Q's trying to reclaim there. Q's trying to reclaim, hold above that level. We got that ripple on the Q, see the Qs can hold. SPY, no signal yet. Okay, we got another ripple on the Qs. Okay, starting to fade, getting a little top heavy. See if we can come back in and tag us in there. Go on, NVIDIA. And the awesome thing is VWAP is within risk as well, so that gives us a chance. Qs are starting to go. Another break on the Qs. If the Qs can legitimately break, that will lift SPY higher. Okay. 754 is on SPY. If the Qs continue to push into that daily upside breaker, 724.23, there's an opportunity. See if we can lift SPY to the upside. So SPY invalidate that double top with that continued strength from the Qs. And the down needs to bounce off this PML. That'll help SPY as well. Helps SPY stabilize. So no horse in the race just yet. How we doing, team? How we doing, strikers? Out calls NVIDIA. Beautiful job. Took Tesla. Good, good, good. Again, guys, make sure to like the video on YouTube. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Qs and NVIDIA retest. SPY breakout brewing. We need the Dow to stabilize off that PML and Qs to continue to gravitate towards that 724.23. That's that soft target. Amazon falling off a cliff. Palantir falling off a cliff. The next one, the potentially fall off a cliff, is Google. If we get that double top formation up there, nice slide to the downside on Palantir and Amazon. See if QQQ can give me that retest. I'm looking at the set. You can go 726s, 724, 725s on QQQ for the calls. Give me that nice little drop into that territory. One more push lower. Just one more little push. Right. If you took that bounce right there on the Qs, manage accordingly. If you're still waiting, continue to wait. One more little slice into it. I want to get my entry as close as possible to here. All right, so as close as possible to 723.17. If I can get it below that, that's great. All right, so I'm looking for that spot, the Q's retest. If you're looking for the SPY break, you need that Q retest to be successful, because one has to drag the other. If the Q's fail to retest, there's going to be a double top on SPY. Okay, I'll take the Qs right there. I'm in the Qs. I'm taking the calls there on the Qs. The risk is all the way down here. No close below there. All right. So you get that nice little bounce. If no bounce, if I get it close below there, I get stopped out. Okay, so I just bought it on the mere fact that I came into it, trying to anticipate that bounce. So I got those contracts on the low. See if you can recover here, start to push back above that level. That'd be great. What I'd like to see in this stretch here is Qs go hammer. Qs recover, wick go hammer. That'd be great. If they can't, if they tag me out, stop out, that's fine. Down 11-12%. See if they can recover. No close. I won't accept a close below there. Wicks are okay, but no close at conservative. Okay. If you're waiting for the reclaim back the upside, you want it above that 1 minute candles high. If you want it to resurface and prove itself, you let it dump or you let it come back above that level. So no close below that level. Conservative. See if buyers can step in. Down 7%. Okay, see if the Qs can crack that 723.32. That'd be great. Go, go, go. Get some follow through behind that. I want that 5 minute candle. Still has a lot of time on that 5 minute candle. If you can have a hammer candle on the 5, that'd be great. But my main concern now is getting a break above this 1 minute candles high. Go 212. Prior to closing below conservative. Okay, that's the objective. That's it. All right, so it's do I have enough room to sit through this back and forth? Okay, if it decides to break out. What is my line in the sand? The line in the sand is that conservative risk. Okay, 722.34. No close below there. Okay, we're starting to see the Q sell off here a little bit. See if they can push one more time. SPY going double top. So the SPY break is going to be predicated on the Qs, guys. SPY break is going to be predicated on the Qs dragging it higher. No adjustment in the position. Staying firm. See if you get a break above those highs. That'd be encouraging. Resurface. Come back to life. 5 minute candle going hammer. That'd be fantastic. There we go. Okay, so you get some follow through behind that. Okay, up 6, up 9, up 10. TP if you need to. If you're going to scalp it, TP. I want to see if I get a nice little push above it. Continue to follow through behind it. That would be great. Into the highs of the day. Okay. For good measure, I'm going to take a majority off right there at 11%. All right, got a scalp out of it, TP, and then I'm going to hold the rest until the highs of the day. Okay, I'm going to keep a very tight stop. I'm going to use the midpoint of the wave. All right, so very tight stop. I can give it a buffer. But 11% extraction, see if runners can start to go into the highs of the day, eventually into that 724.23. Okay. So risk off now after taking 11%. See if you get some follow through. If the Qs could get back to the highs of the day, that gives SPY a chance to break out. Oh man, look at NVIDIA, guys. NVIDIA was beautiful. If you took NVIDIA, that was gorgeous. That's the trade of the day. That's the trade of the day. That is the trade of the day, my friends. If that alert goes off, I'll cut the Qs here. I want no close below that midpoint. Okay, see if the runners can hold up. See if they can wick off that level. It looks a little flaggish to me on the Qs. Runners in the negative here. See if they can restabilize and go. SPY herky jerky. So if the Qs break down, the double top on SPY is going to play out. Okay, so use the Qs as the double top signal for SPY. If the Qs break out, SPY has a chance to break out. Okay. I'm going to close it right there on the Qs. Those runners stopped out. So Qs, quick scalp, nothing too much, and then stopped out on the runners. All right, just didn't like how it says not taking off. If you can get back above that level, okay, count me in. I'm going to shift my attention to IWM in the event that we do see a sell-off across all the indexes, especially SPY and the Qs, and the Dow starts to slide. Okay, IW does pique my interest. Qs, if it can break above that level, that might be double dip worthy. Okay, QQQ might be double dip worthy if it can break above that high. It's just a back and forth. All right, so but it needs to break it now. Okay, it needs to break it now on this stretch. All right, so it's breaking currently. If you sat through that, it wasn't too much drawdown. Testing, testing, testing. Okay, let me see. Google Meets is down. Q's call, SPY, potential breaking here. Give me 1 second. Let me fix Google Meets. Okay, we're back on Google Meets. So Google Meets is done, guys. So 2 things. Google Meets is not reliable. Not reliable. So start getting familiar with the Discord, guys. We're going to be live in the Discord as well here. All right, so start to get familiar on how to use it. So for those of you who do look for the link in WAP, all right, get familiar with the Discord. Qs are starting to go. If the Qs can give me a retest, double dip. How are we doing now, guys? Can you hear me? Testing, testing, testing. Okay. Folks on YouTube, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. 2 calls on SPY. Options green trade. Good. Volume low. Can hardly hear. Probably have to turn it up. 86% on NVIDIA. Good. 86% on NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the trade of the day, guys. NVIDIA, I missed my entry by a hair. Qs, if you can give me a re-entry Qs, that'd be great. SPY also. See, SPY can give me an entry. So first trade of the day, SPY Qs work nicely in our favor. Stopped out on runners. See, SPY can resurface. It's gonna be based on what the Qs do. We have a Q on the left to the left of us here. All right, so I want to see if the Qs can go, SPY can go. If it can, it's a double top. Okay, if we do get that breakdown back to VWAP on SPY and the Qs, okay, IW can get the pressure it needs to the downside. Qs are testing that level here. Successful test on successful test on the Qs will lead to that push on SPY. Meta. Breakout on Meta. Be mindful with Meta team. Those contracts are trading at 100% plus. Okay, so they're extremely overvalued. Extremely overvalued. Okay, let's get the likes up on YouTube, guys. Let's get the likes up. I'm looking at the SPY 754s. If the Qs can start to get their act together. No position at the moment. Stop was going to be per usual. Stop is going to be conservative. Nothing changes on the stop front. I'm just looking for a way to enter this trade if the Qs can start to go. Because the Dow's holding that PML, which is encouraging. Okay, so 753.21. Stop 752 is 752.86. Okay. Okay, I'll take SPY right there. I'm going to SPY calls. See if SPY can start to go, at least into the highs of the day as the Qs start to go. If you took Qs instead of SPY, Qs are currently ahead of SPY. Manage accordingly. If the Qs start to fade, SPY starts to fade. So in this case on SPY, no close below here. I can accept wicks, but no closes. Okay, this last stretch here, this stretch is messy, very messy. And it looks a little top heavy to me as well. Okay, so very tight stop. No close below that red line. I can get a wick on it, but I don't want to see a close because if that structurally breaks, we can start to slide. Okay, I'm out of there on SPY. Stopped out 12%. Okay, so I took SPY to the upside, stopped out 12%. As soon as it broke that level, stopped out. Okay, so 2 trades, one on Qs, one on SPY. Okay. There might be something on Google here. I'll look to take one more trade. Okay, let's see if I can find something on Google. Index is a little sketchy. A lot of back and forth. NVIDIA, give me that retest. NVIDIA, give me that retest. Count me in. Okay. NVIDIA needs to get back to. You see how quick I closed it as soon as I got stopped out because it looks top heavy. When top heavy means it's going higher, but it's not having any follow through. Yeah, Amazon. Yeah, Amazon. We talked about Amazon. We talked about a lot of those names. If you show up early, right, I'm going to bring some names to your attention. But it's on you to do your due diligence to to define your risk, to allocate your risk. All right. It's like an alley-oop. All right. I'm just gonna throw the ball in the air. If you want to catch it and dunk it, you can. If you want to just watch it in the air, you can watch it in the air as well. Okay, see if Google can get that nice little break. Okay, I want to see a nice break and close below that level. If you can retrace reject off of that pre-market low, maybe some signs of life there. I'm waiting for the retest on NVIDIA, the exact level 204.99, 205 cycle level. Two trades so far. Qs worked in my favor. SPY stopped out. So relatively flat on the day. It's based on what you see the Dow is going lower. Okay, Dow's going lower. Qs are trying to go higher. SPY's in the jam. Ooh, Apple. Okay, so Apple structural breakdown. It does have some room if you can get breakdown to the downside. Okay, just keep an eye on Apple for those puts. Not yet. You want this support to get flipped because it can go double bottom. If market starts to slide, Apple to the downside. So I'm gonna keep watch on that. It does have some room to run. So if market starts to slide, Google and Apple to the downside. All right, just be mindful of that double bottom though. Okay. Okay, market starts to slide. If you're looking to go calls, look for NVIDIA retest. Ooh, IWM as well. Market starts to slide, IWM. Those IWM 296 puts are coming into play. IWM. So validate that double bottom first. You want the Dow to continue to dump. And now what you want to see, guys, you want to see the Q start to fade. Okay, so you want to see, you can give the Qs until that daily upside breaker, but you want it to come with that daily upside breaker and reject off of it. So if market starts to slide, we got IWM, possible puts. We got Apple, possible puts. %39. Beautiful job, beautiful job, beautiful job. IW starting to go. Okay, we got that ripple on IW. See if you get that hold. We got the break on IW, so you can hold. The Dow falling off a cliff. Look at the Dow, guys. It's hard for the SPY to go higher when the Dow's just dropping. If you took the ripple on IW, congratulations. I'm waiting for the... And the IW does break cleanly. That's one thing about IW. When it does break cleanly. Give me that tap, tag that. If you can tap that, I'll be in there. Okay, tap that 295.63. Okay, I'm gonna take the IWM puts here. Okay, so it looks like I was all over the place today. I was in the Qs, I was in SPY, I'm in IW. Risk on IW was going to be that 296.27 puts. Okay, 296.27 is the conservative risk. All right, let's see. There's some follow through behind IW. I'm in the 296 puts. Okay, in this case, I want the Dow to continue to push lower. I can give the Qs a little room to push, but I definitely want them to reject out that 724.23. Okay. Okay, IWM down about 1 or 2%. IW, if it starts to drop, has room at that daily downside breaker. 294.90. So we traded all three of those indexes. I'm trying to get those trades in, right, during first shift, okay? Not rushing, not jumping all over the place, but just taking the setups as they come. NVIDIA, that's the one that got away. This one got away. QQQ, I would allow QQQ to get into that daily upside breaker, 724.23. Preferably, I want the Qs to fade here. If you're waiting for shockwave signal, okay. See if that signal can last. Okay, IW is starting to go here. Okay, IW is at the lows of the day. TP if you need to, guys. Do whatever you need to do. Okay, do whatever you need to do. That's 12% IWM. I'm gonna see if I can take IWM all the way into that 294.90. Okay, I want the Qs to start to fade here and see if I can take IWM to scale out. Okay, so I'll opt to hold IWM here. Feel free to TP. Okay, it's up 10-12%. We have a new 5-minute candle here. We want to break those lows and continue. Okay, IW is up 20, 22. Okay, I'm going to take a majority off right there. Okay, for 18. I got to take a majority off right there. 22, I'll take a majority off. I'll continue to trail here. All right, so 22. I want to hold all the way to scale out, but 22 SPY testing VWAP. Okay, I'll take a majority off at 18. Down to runners on IW. Okay, quick change of plans. Now on IW to stay below that structural high, that structural low. No close back above that. So now let's see if the runners can go during this stretch. During this stretch, I want them to go. Okay, I want SPY to crack below that VWAP. Okay, SPY crack below VWAP. I want the Qs to knock out that 15-minute low. And see if the runners can go to that daily downside breaker prior to getting above that level. And just like that, guys, that's how we do it. Okay, that's how we do it. So 20+% opportunity. Okay, so I'll give it until here. No close above there, very tight. So at least I'll walk away with something. Okay, at least 5 to 8%, but no negative. The 15, okay, 15 still relatively young. The 15-minute candle is young. That's equivalent to that 5. Okay. Up 14%. So SPY breaks at VWAP. IW can start to slide a little lower. So if we close above that red line, okay, I'll close IW there for 5-6%. All right, so 18%, 5-6%. I want that to go straight through with some follow through. Can reject off that, go lower, but I'm out of there. I don't want to see a pushback at that territory. If IW come back at that entry point, I can be interested. Okay, so 3 trades so far. Okay, so 3 trades so far. 1 on Qs worked in our favor. SPY stopped out. IW worked out. So the only thing we didn't trade is the Dow. And interestingly enough, our friend the Dow is starting to push the upside. Okay. Interestingly enough, the Dow is starting to push the upside. So far, not the cleanest action. All right. So the ideas so far. Okay. NVIDIA. Okay, we called out NVIDIA for the break. If you have shockwave, okay, as soon as I say a ticker, that ticker should come to your attention, and you want to do your due diligence on that ticker. Okay. NVIDIA for the calls. Amazon. Puts. Okay, plenty of room to take profits. TP1, and we took. I took QQQ. Look at this mess. All right, so good TP there, and then I got stopped out on SPY. I like that stop out. But if you just zoom out, guys, this is a complete mess. Look how ugly this action is. All right, so IW, good TP there. Right, good TP, good way to trail. That's the opportunity. If you're going to sit through it, you probably have to sit through a little bit of drawdown in that initial position to see that full breakdown. It's retesting the shorter EMAs there. Okay, so tricky action, guys. Very tricky action. So beautiful job, beautiful job, beautiful job. So that enter off that view up, you have that nice runway to the downside. Okay, great job, Lynn, our resident IWM sniper. Okay, anyone else, guys? Let us know. Folks on YouTube, make sure to like the video. Again, folks on Google Meets, I know it's giving us some issues. Did we go down again? This is really frustrating, guys. So I do apologize about Google Meets, guys. There's about 45, 50 people in there. And the screen keeps going off, on, off, on. If you're sitting through IW, using that 9, by all means. All right, but I encourage you to go into the Discord. Okay, go into the Discord, guys, and then click this live trading tab. Okay, so on Google Meets, click this live trading tab, or usually find the live trading links here. Just scroll down a few, okay, tabs, channels, and you'll find the live trading one with the microphone. All right, so that one has the delay-free, ad-free stream as well. All right, and we're not going to have those hiccups. That's the amount of hiccups Google has been giving us is unacceptable. All right, it's unacceptable. So there's no sense in trying to use it over and over again. Maybe they're doing some and they're doing some upgrades in the background, but that's not. We shouldn't have to pay the consequence. All right, so IW nice push into downside. This week to kick off the week, I haven't been giving it a lot of breathing room, okay, because it's just the first week. All right, just trying to build a cushion. All right, so I want those swift moves with the majority. The 5 looks clean to the downside. We have room for that daily downside breaker. Oracle, let's take a look at Oracle. Oracle was actually on our swing radar. Okay, so Oracle's sitting right at the support. So a big move is brewing on Oracle. Initially went up. Okay. We talked about how Oracle has, if it breaks this, has some room into the jaws of the sell block. If you don't know what a sell block is, guys, make sure to review my ebook. All right, so the systems that I use is not just Shockwave. Shockwave is just an automated system. Right, there's so many things that are available. There are so many things that are at our disposal. So many systems. All right, so we don't have a lack of systems. All right, so IW, nice little flag there. Could have sat through that. Okay, that was still within that risk. If you sat through that on IW, last trade, congratulations. Exactly. So this is the kind of action, okay, that's conducive to over leveraging, getting frustrated, and making you pivot off your principles. All right, and start to exercise some old behaviors. Okay, so see profit, take profit. IW 20+%. If you held, probably 40, 56%. Who knows? Depending on your entry. Nvidia continues to push. Apple on the verge of a break. Google on the verge of a break. If there's a legit slide at the downside, guys, okay, but we need to break below this major area. If you look at yesterday's action, all right, what took place yesterday is we double bottomed slightly under that daily upside breaker, reclaimed to push the upside. How do we know this? Because we track this stuff every single day. All right, so 99.9% chance that we're going to track this every day. There hasn't been a day we've missed, but sometimes I can't miss it, but so far, okay, we've been tracking this thing every day. So yesterday what happened was this. We came with that daily upside breaker, dropped below it. That was the target. That was the level we discussed. We get that push to the upside. We get above a PMH. We spend some time above PMH. We slice through PMH. We come back that daily upside breaker, priority highs. We spend some time under it. Bulls take that double bottom off it, reclaim it with strength, and push back that territory. So I'm not saying the exact same thing can take place, but this is the action that took place yesterday. Okay, so the action that took place yesterday, if we were to translate it to today, is this. Get below that daily upside breaker, push back above it, come back into it, reclaim it, push back above it. Okay, so that further supports that double bottom. So if you're looking to go short here, you need overwhelming evidence to go short at support. So wait for confirmation, put signal. All right, so make sure you TP on IW, guys. Okay, IW TP. At some point in time, you got a TP. Those contracts are running out of time. Apple. Okay, so first hour of the day is almost in the books. It did SKHY. That's the ticker. SKHY. Did they IPO yet? I think 11 o'clock maybe. Same thing as SpaceX. So SKHY. So when we think of the memory names, Samsung is a player. All right. Right now, me and Samsung are not getting along. All right, but we can't discount the fact that Samsung is a big player. Samsung does not only make chips. Samsung does not only make semiconductors. Okay, Samsung isn't. Think of Samsung as, remember GE, right? GE had to break segment its business into multiple businesses. That's how Samsung is. Samsung is almost in every industry. Okay, they're in cargo ships. They make engines. You think if they do all sorts of things. They're just known for the electronic side and the memory. But Samsung, Micron, and SKY are the biggest players. Right, biggest players in the world. Stateside, we have some other players, of course, but globally, those are the three big players. Okay, three big players are Samsung, Micron, and SKHY. And SKHY will be debuting today at some point. Their IPOs today. So this marks the biggest IPO in history for an international company, which surpasses Alibaba. All right, so same thing. IPO rules apply. If you're looking to trade options on IPOs, first you got to shift your attention to is the IV. Expect the IV to be 200+%. So what that means is you're probably paying 4x its original price. You're paying 4 times what the quote-unquote normal price of those contracts would be. 2, if you're looking to make long-term investments, you can deploy your capital however you want. Okay. Allow the 90-day or 60-day lockout period to pass. That simply means the people who invested in these companies that go IPO, they can't sell as soon as the IPOs. Right? There's something known as a lockout period to avoid just a pump and dump, or to avoid a massive drop in those shares, a mass liquidation. So they're forced to hold, okay, whatever the lockup period is usually between 60 to 90 days. Okay, it can be different, but I believe the industry standard is 90 days. That's 1 quarter. Right, then they can sell after that because they had it pre-IPO. So if you think of SpaceX opened up at 150, around 150. The people in SpaceX prior to IPOing, probably, if we had to think of shares, of course there weren't shares available, they probably got at 25, 30. Maybe even lower, depending on what round you came in. Right, by the time it gets to the public markets, we have it at 150 IPO. So give it that 90-day period. That's the rule with IPOs, and then you can consider. Before that is just a lot of euphoria and a lot of fear, a lot of greed, a lot of emotional things going on. Okay, so how does a market price in emotions in the options world? Volatility, IV. Okay. SPY starting to rally above that PM8, so same rules apply on SK Hynix. Okay, major player in the space. Major player in the space. Good TP on. If you TP'd on IW, good. You did your due diligence. You cleaned up. Okay, make sure to clean up well. 15%. Beautiful job, Firefly. All right, less is more today, guys. Today's Friday. Okay, today's Friday. Keep that in mind. Okay, the protocol is you should be sizing down, okay, and doing the boring stuff. I know we want to be full force, just pedal to the metal every single day. But in these conditions, the small things matter, guys. In these conditions, the small things matter. Okay. Let's see if we got a break here on SPY. Qs are starting to rally here. Apple, nice breakdown. See if Apple has some follow through behind it. If anything, if you're trading these conditions and you're taking the market for what it's giving you, you're slowly turning into a scalper. And I'm loving it. All right, I love seeing people scalp. I love seeing people take advantage of the quick appreciations. All right, and you're opening up a whole new world of trading. Scalping. Okay? Again, guys, make sure to like the video on YouTube. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. This is a mess. All right, this is designed to, all the profits you fought for, all the time you put in this week, is designed to make you give it up so easily and just vanish. All right, protect your profits. The market will train you to be a scalper one way or the other. All right, so if you don't know how to scalp, learn how to scalp. Okay, so scalpers will always survive. %, guys. Good, good, good. SPY taking donations 100%. It's like the Salvation Army, right? When it's holiday season, they stand in front of the grocery stores, different stores, okay? And they have the bucket, they have the bell. That's what SPY is doing right now. But this time around, the money's not going anywhere good. Okay? So you're better off to literally withdraw capital out of your account and donate it. It's better to do that than to give it to the market. Than to trade in areas where you don't need to trade. Look at this. Okay, usually first shift is the one that gives us a nice move. This time around, nothing in first shift. See if second shift starts to, the move takes place in second. Historically, second, there's not a lot of moves in second. All right, so everything's going to be predicated on this opening range. We're still within this opening range. All right, the importance of tracking data. This is not the first day we've stayed within the opening range. Okay, this is the second time this week we stayed within that opening range. Okay, let's just go back real quick, all right? I can show you better than I can tell you. Where is that day? Here. All right, so this was Monday. All right, we broke the opening range at the very last minute. Look here, shenanigans, guys. Look at that. If you have IWM puts, you're laughing to the bank. Shenanigans is here. Shenanigans is here. VIX is spiking. There might be something where the market might be up to something, guys. Let's check the news feed. News feed. The SK Hynix. No, not SK Hynix. Let me try to find what's going on. Look at this. Something's going on. We're going to get to the bottom of it. All right, this is, look at IWM, look at SPY, look at everything, guys. VIX is spiking. So the market is trying to price something in. Market is trying to price something in. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. Okay, I want you to use this as an opportunity to study. Okay, keep an eye on the IV on spine. Look at the IV. It's going to start to spike. Look at this. Russian aerial bombs. Okay. As a 1027, that's the news. All right, if you're in the puts, okay, TP. If you got lucky with the puts, if you were in the pre-existing position, all right, these candles are so erratic. You need to be a sniper. Strikers, anyone have the latest scoop? 50% on Apple. Beautiful job. So Apple, that's what it needed right there. Beautiful, beautiful, but beautiful. So take those profits, guys. Take those profits if you're in those shorts. Let's go. Beautiful job on bouncing back, Firefly. Stringing together a couple of days, taking some time off and coming back. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. All right? The market is going to do whatever it can to break you. I promise you guys, it's going to do whatever it can to break your mind, to break your spirit, to break everything. Right? And the way you combat that is not by meeting force with force. Right? You're not going to fight with the market. You'll never win. It's more of, okay, the market is the ocean. I'm the surfer. I have to respect the waves, go with the waves. I have to adapt. The market will never change for me. Right? And if we're constantly trying to have that mindset, all right, it's going to win every time. So tremendous job on bouncing back, Firefly. All right. Yeah, take 1 to 2. 1 to 2. Build the confidence back up. Okay. And then eventually when your confidence is up, you start to build a cushion. All right. What I tell people, guys, in the private coaching calls is, okay, you are the manager. Okay. You have to earn the right to trade more contracts. It's not just, hey, I'm just going to trade 50 contracts today. Because yesterday I traded 1 and I got 100%. That's not how it works. You have to give yourself the promotion based on your performance. Right? And sometimes you have to give yourself a demotion. You're not fired, but a demotion. Hey, just the role you're taking on is a little too large. Just step back for a little bit and then get back to where you were. All right? And we have to do all these things on our own. All right? You're literally your own boss. Beautiful, 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 beautiful job. 1630, 40K on the puts. Good, good, good. Made 7% by calls in the dip. Good, good, good. Green for the week. And ending it here. Good, good, good. Beautiful job, guys. So all I see... Okay, here we go. 1034. Trump agreed. Okay, let me post this in our Discord. So we have a news feed, guys. The news feed is available. I didn't open up any source. I didn't open up CNBC. All right, we have a news feed built in. If you have some reliable sources you want me to use in the news feed, include the news feed, share it with us, guys. Trump agreed to keep negotiations with Iran. Talks. All right. All right. This is the art of the deal, basically. Okay. That's how everything is just back and forth leverage. That's how the market reacted to it. Why would it go down? Good news, because the good news is probably priced in already. So the market already priced in the good news. And look where it comes to. Exactly to a T, weekly open, daily 50% retrace. When it comes to key levels, okay, the methodology we use, it can't be beat. All right, so I'll even say as far as relearn the key levels from scratch. And then now just imagine, okay, there are some people who are trapped here. There are traders who trade the open range here. Okay, okay. In this case, what happens? All right. In this case, can you get out of the position? Let's just say worst case scenario. You take orb here on that initial break, and you get caught in this. What's going to help you survive this? Okay, is proper sizing and the proper percentage of your account you're using. Because at times like this, if you take a break, okay, like there's no confirmed call, just the break itself, it's very difficult to exit a position like this because price is moving so fast. Okay, and there's known as slippage. So your order goes in, and since it's moving so fast, your order gets skipped. Slippage. So that's slippage. So word of the day, slippage. So in times like this, sometimes it's so hard to get filled. Can you try multiple times? Sure. But let's just say worst case scenario. All right, worst case scenario, your stop is here. Because these things do sometimes happen, guys. That's the reality. Of course, some traders caught at the downside, which is amazing, with some of the other names we mentioned, like Apple. But let's play worst case scenario. Say you do take this, you get caught in here, your stop was there. You get this whoosh to the downside. Okay, so now you tried to exit. You can't exit, you cancel your order, you try to exit again, and then now it's here. So what do you do? All right, if you ask me, I can't tell what to do. If I'm in that scenario, okay, I don't care what, there's no wait and see. I'm trying to cancel, exit, cancel, exit, cancel, exit, cancel, exit. Because this goes beyond the defined risk. On top of that, it's a catalyst. So the only thing that's going to really protect you in this case is how much of your account did you use proper size for this trade. So if someone used, say, 50% of their account, I know that's a little aggressive, but there are people who do that in a particular trade. This type of trade can wipe out your entire account. If you use 100%, good night. If you use less than 1%, less than 5%, right? Even though it's an egregious loss, okay, it's not over. Okay, so the amount of capital you're deploying or the amount of risk you're exposing your account to is what's gonna help you survive something like this. And this is something that takes place how frequently. On the other hand, okay, so we did worst case scenario. Best case scenario, say you're looking to take the puts here. You pull the trigger. Okay, Shockwave says puts here. Say you take the puts. You saw an appreciation all the way. You smash all these TPs this quickly. All right, you get a $3 move to the downside in less than 2 minutes. So what am I doing in that scenario? I'm trying to close the position, take the profit as quickly as possible. It's not wait and see. I want to see it get lower. No, as soon as it's starting to move, okay, I'm trying to close. Because same thing, there's slippage to the upside as well. All right, so both sides. All right, both sides have to be addressed. Okay, so very important to understand that. Okay, so both sides are on that. So no horse and race for me. A good horse was, of course, Apple and Google. Okay, SPY hard to trade that, but Apple and Google on the verge of a break. They just need the indexes to break. Okay, so we get that break on Google. Okay, massive whoosh to the downside. Apple a little cleaner. Okay, Apple. All right, so we got our massive shenanigans candle. So now this means things are getting more indecisive, more choppy. So until we get out of this shenanigans candle, this news candles range, Okay, friend to friend. I wouldn't touch a single thing. All right, now this is the real donation. This was the small donations. Okay, you just take the change out of your pocket and put it in the bin. If you try to trade this, okay, they're taking checks for donation. Okay, so keep that in mind, guys. It's a Friday. This is designed to wipe you out. That's as honest as I can be. Think of it like that. Think of it as an attack on your account. Okay, think of it as literally as the market trying to take your account, wipe you out. Okay, so if you're done for the week, if you're done for the day, tremendous job. If you decide not to trade today, not a lot of opportunities today. I shot my shot 3 times. 2 of those shots worked out. SPY stopped out. Runners couldn't really go. Okay, didn't give him a lot of room to even go. $200%, 7% of my account. Beautiful job, 200% on the account. Good. Let's get the likes up on YouTube, guys. Let's get the likes up. And this thing goes the other way off of what level? Ceasefire. Let's take a look at the newsfeed. So everything will come to the newsfeed eventually. Okay. Continue the talks. Okay, but the United States has stated that the ceasefire terms over. So a lot of back and forth. A lot of he said this, she said that. All right. I mean, Iran's mouthpiece is Pakistan. Sometimes Iran says it on its own. So a lot of mixed messages. But the situation does have to get taken care of. Okay, the situation does have to get taken care of. I promise you guys, and I'm not trying to get political. I can care less about the politics, but if it was the other way around, things would not be looking good. If it was the other way around, we would be living in a different type of world. I promise you. If it was Iran, okay, who was the quote-unquote police of the world, right? It's not going to be a good place to be. Okay, it's not going to be a good place to be. Okay, there's nothing like this. There's nothing like this here. Okay, in my opinion, this is as good as it gets. Are there other places? Are people overworked, tired? Go. Things are not perfect. Yes. All right, but in a place like this, I still believe that upward mobility is possible. Upward mobility is no longer possible in a lot of places. What I mean by that is you start somewhere, okay, and you put the work in whatever endeavor, and you can land somewhere else. There's a good chance you can land somewhere else. You can position yourself to do something. Everywhere else, the ability for someone to do that is no longer there. In some of these places, you can work as hard as you want. Nothing will happen. Zero for generations. Matter of fact, you're told what you have to do. So the last piece of upward mobility, I know some parts of it are starting to fall apart recently, but we still have a little bit of it. Okay, we still have a little bit of it. We see the stories all the time. Okay, that's why there's so many people trying to come into the country. Right? Because they can see that opportunity. Sometimes we can't see it. Right? If you're staring at a tree 2 inches away, you don't even know it's a tree. You just see the bark. But when you zoom out, you start to realize how big the tree is. All right, there's not people jumping or crossing into Iran or crossing into any other country except some of the European places. All right, so this is it. Okay, this is it, and we have to understand that as well, guys. This is it. We get to sit here. I get to sit here, click buttons. All right. All I'm obligated to do is just pay the fair share of taxes, okay, just like everyone else, and just click buttons. And no one's going to bother you. As long as you're doing things ethically, as long as you're not breaking any major laws, all right, unbothered. Okay, so whatever the case is, to ensure that remains, that has to be protected. Not just for this generation, but the next generation as well, because the people in the past did their part. So we can do the things we're doing now. All right, so I don't want to get too political or ruffle any feathers, but that's the reality of the situation, guys. So whatever it takes to neutralize opposition, in my opinion, has to get done. Okay, so SPY continues to chop around at that daily open. Things are getting volatile. Look at this, the ATR expansion back at VWAP. Yes, what caused the dump? 1152 is the U.S.-Iran talks. He said this, she said that, back and forth. And interestingly, one of our team members, if you guys recall, Jake, this morning, he always posts some great stuff. He posted this morning, if you guys saw the chat. So if you're coming in the chat, guys, make sure to get the read. So he always posts good stuff. Elion always keeps us updated with the gaps. So as you're coming in, right, try to get in at 9:30 a.m. and see what other members posted. Let me see if I can find it. That was yesterday. Here, boom. Keep an eye on the news. Come out of these talks. Could send it one way or the other. Definitive news, especially anything regarding us and the Strait, aka Iran. Okay, so that was at 8:32 a.m. Right, and this week, right, the protocol has been our focus is on the news. There's nothing on the economic calendar, so that we're gonna get a bunch of news catalysts. So look, just like that, we had the semis, we had situation in the Middle East start to escalate. How did that impact crude? Did crude make any noise? Crude did make some noise. Okay, but look at this wick on the crude. It start pushed not above that daily upside breaker, the major level we want to see. Just massive wick to the upside and retracement back in. Okay, so crude, not as much of a move as we saw in the indexes. If it was legit, I would say crude above 73.25 and a continued expansion above 75. That's where our alert is set. All right, so what does this mean for us intraday? It gives us this ugly range. Right, this chart is as ugly as it gets. Okay. I went down 1,000 and flipped it to calls and traded back to 1,200. Nice. Sometimes all you need is a little luck. All right. We can't count on luck, but sometimes we sure do need it. How do I join the Discord? If you're looking to join the Discord, guys, all the details are on our site. Make sure to click the link pinned up top in the chat. If it's your first month, use the code TRIAL30. There's a few spots left. After those spots are filled, okay, then they'll only be yearly available. All right, so price increase probably coming in at the end of this month or maybe the end of next month. Still seeing. I'm going to add a couple of new things, a couple of features to the community. Okay, still $69 a month. Right, that's the best bang for your buck you're gonna get anywhere else. Okay, that's how you join. Okay, folks on YouTube, make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. If we can get to 150 likes, but before 11:30, we will do the giveaway. And we're counting down the days, team. So 132 days, guys, out of 252. 132 days. Okay, 132 days of trading in the books. Going at least 3 hours. More recently, past few days, we've been going a little shorter. All right. I mean, it it is the summer months. I want to get you guys in and out of here as quickly as possible. So at least 3 hours. Okay, that's close to 400 hours, guys. Close to 400 hours of training. Okay, so make sure that if you're paying attention, make sure you're making progress. Okay, make sure you're learning, make sure you're making incremental improvements over a long period of time. That's the recipe. Swing low, swing high. I don't have that swing low, swing high feature yet. Those labels, they do come. Those are swing low, swing highs for me are price shift highs, price shift lows. So you can see those. You can see that line right there. And we're jumbled up in this territory, team. There's 3 key levels in this territory. We have that daily open, we have that daily upside breaker, we have that pre-market low, we have this VWAP, we have this prior day close. This is the stickiest area you can imagine. So that's how you join the Discord. Yeah, if you're looking to join, make sure to do so, guys. Make sure to join. We'll go over how to join at 11 o'clock. We'll go over our ways to join, all the tools and resources we have. And the weekend is a great time for you to take the course if you haven't already. The weekend is a great time to get up to speed. And next week, okay, this week doesn't exist. If it's the best week of your life, worst week of your life, subpar week, we're looking to move forward into next week. All right, we're always looking forward. What's next? Right? So we try to be present at that particular shift. Once it's done, we're looking to the next shift. Once this week is done, we're looking to next week. All right. The shockwave indicator, no, it doesn't work. Long-term investing works for intraday. Long-term investing, all the technical principles that I teach, all the technicals that you apply in scalping, every technique that we discuss, every technique that I cover, okay, apply that technical knowledge, okay, to the higher time frame. Okay, the technicals are the technicals. So what I mean by that is the same setups you see when you look to get a scalp. Okay, look for those same setups for long-term as well, for your entry points. The only difference is it takes a longer time to develop, if that makes sense. So if you see a bull flag on the quarterly, right, or if you see a bull flag on the 1 minute, that bull flag will probably take 3 to 5 minutes to work out. Okay, on the quarterly, maybe that bull flag will take 3 to 5 months to work out, 3 to 5 quarters to work out. Right, but you're looking at the same setup. So you're just adjusting at the time horizon. The only difference between what we're doing and long-term investing, if you're looking to liquidate your position at some point in time, right? Unless you're buy and hold forever, right? So you're looking to buy at a certain price and sell at a certain price over maybe 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, whatever it is. We're looking for that type of opportunity within a 1 minute. Within a horizon that fits the intraday chart, minute to minute. Granted, you're not deploying as much capital because you have more time and it shares in the future, but you're looking for those quick appreciations that you would see on the longer time horizons in the shortest time horizon possible. So the things that translate, the technicals are the technicals. The difference is when you're building a long-term thesis, right, you're taking the fundamentals into consideration. When you're scalping, you can care less about the fundamentals. Okay, if I'm trading outside of news catalyst, if I'm trading NVIDIA, I can care less about how they performed last quarter. Okay, what their data center revenue was. That has no bearing on what NVIDIA is doing on the 1 minute chart on a regular day, outside of as news. Okay, so nothing really changes from the long term. It's the same technical setups. Only thing on the long term, fundamental due diligence. Use a technical for your entry point. 41% on the push down. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Last pick would wipe me out. 7 straight red days. This one right here to the downside. So just over the weekend, see what happens. I know it's not easy. It's not a tough place. It's not an easy place to be. It's a tough place to be. Every trader has been in that situation in some way, shape, or form. Right, so I know it's tough, but try to see what you can extract from it. There's a lot of valuable gems that you're learning in the losses that can really help you propel when things turn around. So there's certain things, it's almost like when you're losing, guys, it's like there are certain things you need to address, improve for you to get to the next level. Because those things at the next level, right, will lead to devastation. All right, so if you're planning to be a big time trader, 100 contracts plus, right, out the gate, some people, that's how they start. Right, if you haven't learned the proper lessons on a small scale, okay, those lessons are not going to disappear. They're going to appear on a large scale. Those mistakes are going to be magnified. Right, so there's a lot of things you're learning in this stretch, and I promise you, if you stick with it, if you extract the proper lessons, 3 months from now, 6 months from now, all right, you're going to look back to this exact time. Okay, and it's going to start to make sense. All right, so hang in there. And what would you say the biggest part is? Would you say it's the wicks? Would you say it's the action, I should say? Would you say it's just your setup's not working out? A lot of maybe some stop out violations, not having any stops, maybe being oversized. If you had to put it into one word, it will help a lot of people tremendously. What would be one word to categorize, not everything, but one word or one phrase that encapsulates the streak? We all been there, so we all been there. No shame. Don't have any shame. Don't hang your head low. Okay, we're here. We're gonna help you. Okay. You guys can't hear? The volume is as loud as can be. The volume is as loud as can be on my end. All right, so any chart requests, guys? Any chart requests? Any questions? Anything you want to cover? I'll be done for the day. So first shift, I was tempted to take another trade during second. I said I was going to do 3. Maybe I was going to do a lotto in second. But this thing, as soon as I saw this thing, I said, nope, no thank you. No thank you. Okay, no thank you. Okay, we're at 150 likes. 150 likes. We'll do the giveaway, guys, before 11:30. It's 11 o'clock, so let's run through how to join the community. We'll take questions. We'll provide commentary. If you're looking to join our community, guys, everyone on YouTube, make sure to go to smartactiontrade.com. That's the official one-stop shop to access all of our tools and resources. I believe in community, I believe in tools, and I believe in education, as well as one-on-one coaching. All those things are available to you at your disposal. If you're looking to join our community, you can start off in the free tier. Everyone on YouTube, the 500 plus people that stop by, all right, take advantage of the free tier Discord. All right, you have access to especially the people on YouTube members, take advantage of this as well. 24/7 stock market newsfeed. Okay, so this is a paid newsfeed that I'm giving you for free. You have access to tools, resources. You have access to the YouTube. So this pairs really well with the free stream on YouTube. When you're ready to level up, okay, when you're ready to access the delay-free stream, the ad-free stream, and also sit in our pre-market prep stream, okay, to get us ready for the day as we craft a game plan every single day. All right, so our traders have a good idea what to anticipate, what to look for, and what levels to pay attention to closely. Join the monthly tier. Okay, you have access to the course, you have access to the SAT key level indicator, you have access to options flow data, AI trade alerts, you name it, you have access to it. And of course, our premium community chat with all of our great members who do exchange information, where they do share their ideas, is in there. Okay, so everything is in the monthly. If you're ready to level up, if you're looking to pay for, if you're looking to get 12 months of access for the cost of 8 months, along with a free coaching call, along with 90 days access to Shockwave, take this, the yearly tier. All right, this is the best bang for your buck as far as subscription is concerned. You save 4 months, you get a coaching call, you get Shockwave for 90 days. All right, this is the best bang. Shockwave 1.0. If you want the indicator alone, okay, this is going to be phased out soon, the quarterly. There's a quarterly tier, there's the yearly tier, the lifetime tier. All that's available to you. The opening range framework, master the opening range using Shockwave, that's available to you. If you're looking to join the community and have access, lifetime access to the indicator, all the updates coming up, okay, I have good news. Okay, starter pack. This will be gone end of July. So the summer month, this summer, there's a special starter pack. This basically to get you started trading. All right, you have access to the course in the Discord. You have access to the live training every single day. You have access to pre-market prep. You have access to the tools. You have access to the resources. Okay, you have access to one-on-one coaching as well. All available to you for $9.97. Anyone in the Discord, if you do want access to it, I have a code for you. If you're looking to level up, make the purchase, use the code available in the YouTube chat. All right, I have a discount code available for you. Okay, so there's no excuse. Everything is available. All right, so if you're a first-time viewer, continue to enjoy the content on YouTube. Long-time viewers, take the next steps, okay, and really immerse yourself in all of our tools and resources. The things on YouTube is just a small piece, a small fraction of the SAT experience. All right, coaching call if you need that, book a call there. Courses, book a call there. If we get to 150 likes, I'll give away this course. All right, I'll give away the course. So this course will save you a lot of time. Okay, you're not going to spend all these countless hours watching a bunch of different videos here. Everything is available to you if you're looking to get started day trading. This is designed for beginners, so it's a crash course. It's like drinking from a water hose, especially if you're brand new. All right, so you might have to watch it a few times, but I do my best to make the information as digestible as possible. Okay, I believe that if someone is a good teacher, if they can take complicated concepts and put them into simple terms. All right, that's your ability to teach is predicated on that. Communicating something that's complicated into simplest terms. If you can't do that, that means you don't know the subject in and out. All right, so it's designed for a beginner to understand what's going on. There's no complicated verbiage. Everything is demystified. All right, and that's how I like to teach. Try to make things as simple as possible and easy to digest. All right, a lot of people like to make things seem more complicated than they are because they're playing the game of intellectual stimulation, the game of sounding smart, the game of being revered for their intelligence. Okay, we don't need to do that. We're in the game of leverage. We're in the game of risk managing, allocating risk, and leaving with more than what we come in with. All right, so all that is kept as simple as possible. And if you watch long enough, you'll start to realize, right, sometimes people make things more complicated to gatekeep, and it's not necessary, right? Especially when it comes to the technicals, because the reason is you don't need to gatekeep the technicals because it takes more than the technicals. If it was just technicals, right, nobody will have any streams if it just came down to technicals. But that's not what it is, all right? Technicals are just 1/4 of the equation, okay? But you need to have a strong fundamental understanding of the technicals. You cannot get away with a loose understanding, spotty understanding of the technicals. You need to know them inside and out so you can move on to the next pillar. So if you have any holes in your technical game, okay, it's very difficult to go to the next pillar. So take some time to take the course, especially if you're in the Discord, guys. Go over the course. If you have any questions, some things you want me to expand on, we can do that on live. Watch the course. If you have any questions from the course, come to the live. Usually after 11 o'clock, we have some downtime. Okay, that's a great time to ask those questions from the course, okay? So very important to understand that. All right, so as long as we're in this massive range, guys, at least create separation away from it. It can be very choppy. And donation it was choppy before then. We had this massive news reaction, and was choppy after that. So nothing has really changed. I might be done until the afternoon. No telling what's going to happen, absolutely. And kudos to you for catching that trade. 40, close to $4,400 on that push to the downside. Nice catch. Fish, man. Beautiful catch. Beautiful job, Lynn. Tremendous, stellar risk management. Stellar. Back at view up once again. Things are getting interesting. Let's jump over to the daily real quick. Let's do some, see what's going on the daily across the board. So this week we did see, last week, tail end of last week, semis fell off a cliff. They started to push a little bit to begin the week. Semis dropped. DeepSeek, right? DeepSeek news impacted the semis. Now they got bought off those lows, and now semis are still at support. All right, they're trying to hold the support territory. 50 MAs across the board being tested. ARM, MRVL, SNDK. Okay, SNDK is in the jaws of that gap. Broadcom. Okay, MU, Intel, all relatively close to the support territory. 50 MAs being tested. If we take a look at the SMH, the space itself, SMH, okay, respecting that 50 MA as well. SOX is SOXL, same thing, all right, 50 MA, slightly below it, support territory there. So semis, let's put it this way, it's going to be very difficult for SPY to make an all-time high, break past that major resistance, unless the semis join the party. Okay, so what I want to bring to your attention on SPY is this. A, did we get the break? Okay, based on the information we have now, not based on the information in 2 weeks. Okay, so did we get a break? We cannot deny we got a break. Check. Did we get a hold? We got a hold. We got to close above that territory. Did we get a retest? We got a retest of that near that level there. Okay, so unless this is a trap, unless it's a complete manipulation, there's a good chance. Okay, this is we're gonna look back at this territory when we're all-time highs and say, hey, this was it. Right? We get the break, we get the hold, we get the retest. Does break, hold, retest have a 100% win rate? No, but it's high probability, meaning it's greater than 55-60%. Now, depending on where we close today, will be everything. Of course, over the weekend, things can change with the news. But if we close above the highs of today, that's going to put us under 1% away from all-time highs going to next week. Why is that important? Because next week, okay, next week we have some catalyst. This week was very quiet. Next week, the attention is going to shift away from the Middle East, away from DeepSeek, and it's going to shift to these major economic catalysts, starting with CPI on Tuesday, starting with, we have Fed Chair Warsh testifies. Some volatility can be there. PPI on Wednesday, unemployment claims on Thursday. Okay, consumer sentiment on Friday. So you can't make the argument, unless some kind of breaking news event takes place over the weekend, that we are set on schedule to make all-time highs next week if everything is favorable. Because from a technical standpoint, just from a technical standpoint, not from a news standpoint, not from the economic catalyst standpoint, from a technical standpoint, we got to break, we got to hold, we got to retest. So now it's a matter of how do we close today? Did we shift the structure? We got that higher high. Okay, right there. All right, so that's where we are. So now let's make a case for what do we need to fuel us higher. We need those semis, okay, to respect their 50 or have a reaction on 50. Okay. If software can go, that would be great. But we don't necessarily need software to go. It's either the semis have to carry us, okay, and right behind that, mags. Mag 7. Mag 7, okay, try to get as close as possible to 70. Okay. And break past this, break past these highs up here. So what can carry us to all-time highs is SMH in this order. Okay. Separation away from that 50 to the upside. Put some pressure on this resistance here. At least try to get to it, seek it. Okay, so a lot of those semiconductor names. Right behind that is mags. So pay attention to those two ETFs, Magnificent 7. If those can start to lift to their levels, okay, SPY has what it needs to get back to all-time highs. If those start to fail, if mags start to fade, SMA starts to fade, more than likely SPY is going to try to go for another retest, or depending on the extent of their fade, can lead to a trap back within that channel's range. Stage is set. All right, because healthcare on its own can't lift SPY all the way up there. Industrials on their own can't lift SPY all the way up there. Okay, so at this particular time, SPY needs, so the sequence is like this. Okay, think of this. SPY, broader picture, SPY needs XLK. Okay. That's the entire tech space. Within that space, you have subcategories. We have a big one, SMH. There's the semis. Within SMH, you have subcategories now. Okay, between computation, infrastructure, and memory, you have now this is going to be memory. Memory is a hot topic now. We have a couple other names, and we have DRAM. So this corner of SMH, which within the tech space, and then within the tech space we have IGV, some of the software names. Okay, and we have mags, and some of those crossover. A lot of them cross over, but a broader classification is mags, Magnificent 7. Okay, so Magnificent 7, we're all familiar with the Magnificent 7. Okay, so now for SPY for the Qs to get lifted, just think of this as the QQQ. Okay, and the QQQ basically makes up a good chunk. All right, now SPY's a good piece of SPY is heavily skewed towards tech. All right, this has a tech skew unlike the Dow. So we need the Qs to push higher. We need XLK to push higher. But if we go from internal to external, right? If we go from the small things like a domino effect impact the bigger things, it starts with DRAM. It starts with SMH. And then we just need some participation from mags or IGV. And that will trickle into the XLK. That will lift up the Qs, and that will lift up SPY. Okay, and where is memory? Right there. Right, that's the case. That's how you want to start to build a thesis. So how does that translate to a trade, an options trade? Okay, give yourself the proper time horizon to see it play out. More than likely, you can't take a 0D to E today into pushing to all-time highs. You probably can't take a contract from Monday. That's not enough time. All right, so it's a matter of buying yourself time. All right, so hopefully that helps. And that's what you want to look for, guys. That's what you want to look for. Okay, that's how things play out. All right. You too, Carlos. Have a blessed weekend. If you guys are signing off, tremendous job this week, team. Stay safe over the weekend. Stay cool. Record temperatures. Yeah, that was a news candle, doctor. Massive news candle. When I place my stop, it's based on the underlying. Sometimes, as time passes, the contracts can start to lose value a little quicker, but it's primarily based on the underlying. Right, so I'm not looking to hold the majority of my positions too long. Sometimes I have to hold it a little longer than I want, but I would say 70 to 80% of the trades with the majority of the position, I'm in the position for under 10 minutes. So we can see a little bit of theta decay, but the underlying is what dictates the stop. You can use the contract. You can have a contract stop as well if you're percentage based. Can you guys hear me on YouTube? If you can't hear me on YouTube, let me check. Let me do a sound check. I'm not sure why. Same mic. At this point, I don't know what mic to get. Yeah, I can hear. I can hear, guys. Just turn it up a little bit. Turn it up. You got to turn it up all the way. On YouTube, we'll run the stream until 11:30. All right, until 11:30. And we'll get you guys out of here. So today, 3 trades. Nothing too. Just scalps. Nothing went too crazy. Nvidia. Nice winner on Nvidia if you caught that. Good. We took Nvidia twice yesterday. We hammered it twice. Today, provide a nice break. This was the one it looks like I was just pinching pennies here. Sometimes it happens. Right, I was looking to get involved right there, and look how close it came. Right, in a matter of literally 1 cent. I'm not making it up. 1 cent. Right, 1 cent. It's a game of cents sometimes. Like they say in football, it's a game of inches. Right, and I decide to see if it can come back, pull back in. If it can't, I'll let it go. It's okay. Right, you have to let other people or let the bulls eat. Your time to feed will come soon. Okay, volume is a little low. How's the volume now? Yeah, I'm not sure with the volume situation. Any questions on YouTube, guys, before I wrap it up in the next couple minutes here? Let's get the likes up for the giveaway. We're at 150. We'll do the giveaway. Okay. If you're logging off, guys, enjoy your weekend. Take time to review. If you don't have a journal, make sure to get a journal. All right. If you've been journaling, review your journal, review your trades, review your emotional journal, the one that kind of captures the things you're feeling in trades. Also your technical journal as well. Right. Review all those things. Take about 45 minutes to an hour to just go over that. All right. To go over how you performed, how you felt, some things to address, some things you can improve, right? It's going to take a certain level of self-awareness to do all these things, okay? So when you do that, guys, look to improve going to next week. If there's things that kind of held you back from taking advantage of opportunities, if there's things that held you back from taking losses larger than you intended, if there's things that held you back from taking profits because you wanted more, address those things this weekend. All right, and that does not start with looking at more charts. That starts with introspection. That starts with reviewing holistically how you perform during a week. All right, and then once that's done, okay, you can see if there's some adjustments you need to make on the chart, whatever it is. But I don't want you to spend, out of your 48 hours, I don't want you to spend 12 hours behind a screen looking at more charts and think that's going to make you improve. All right. When you're over the technical hurdle, when you're over the beginning phase where you're just getting over the learning curve, all right, you're no longer, I'm not saying you're not learning, but you're no longer emphasizing on more time. You're emphasizing on what things do I need to address at the current moment that can help me execute better, that can help me manage risk better, that can help me take profits accordingly. And those things are all between the ears. All right, so you're going to go into the weekend one way and look to come out, okay, better at one particular thing, not a completely transformed person. Just one little thing you're looking to do better next week. And also highlight something you did right this week, even if it's the worst week of your career, right? You don't want to turn these review sessions into moments where you're just bashing yourself and you're just beating yourself up. Even if it means just showing up 3 of the 5 days of the week or every single day this week, but things just didn't work in your favor. All right, so that's what the weekend is going to be utilized for. Allocate that short amount of time, be as efficient as possible. Everything from the technical side, guys, we have that covered. From an intraday perspective, we have that covered. We're going to review it in the game plan. We're going to review it in real time. So take the weekend, okay, to rest, to recharge, and be ready to re-engage on Monday. Do you think SPY will sell off on the weekend? To be honest, it depends on the news. On the daily, we can't deny on the daily, SPY it broke, held, retested, and it continues to push higher. So unless we get some kind of news catalyst pertaining to the Middle East, okay, SPY looks like it's on its way to position itself near all-time highs. And next week we have some catalyst that can fuel it up there. Okay? But over the weekend, anything can happen. Anything can happen during that time. Any other questions, guys? Do y'all think rejects off 753? 753. Yep, just rejected off 753. Nice call. Add SPY puts. I'm down almost 30% now. Yep, just whatever your risk management protocol is, manage accordingly. If you take shockwave here, little late, little early, almost 11, close to 11:30, so that still qualifies as a setup. Maybe a scalp or a stop out. Don't be afraid of getting stopped out, guys. Don't be afraid of being wrong. If you are going to be wrong, make sure you're not wrong for long. Be quick to be wrong. The quicker you can be wrong, the quicker you can pivot. Any other questions, guys, before I wrap it up? If you join us for Free Trade Friday on Google Meets, hopefully you guys enjoyed. It kind of gives you behind the scenes look at what we do and what you experience. So it technically didn't get stopped out because the stop out is right here. You take the calls there, the stop out is right here. Close below here, you get stopped out. And I'll be done for the day. I'll be done for the week. Okay, so great week. Not the greatest action, but we did our part to manage risk. We did our part to take profits regularly. I'll have the end of the week. I'll have the end of the day poll here, end of stream poll here, and end of the week poll as well. Any questions, strikers? Any questions? Any questions? Any questions? My name is George. You can call me George. You can call me Coach. You can call me Coach G. Whatever works best for you. Okay, so nice rejection on IW once again. So IW just seems to be the cleanest one. Right, itself it's a little messy, but out of the ones that are out of all the indexes, it seems to be the cleanest one. Okay, so any other questions, guys? If not, we're gonna look to wrap it up here. As always, thank you for tuning in today. Hopefully found value. I have 4 trades today. Scary drop added onto green. Found out green. Great job, J1P. Thank you for supporting the channel. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Hopefully found value. If you're green, stay clean. Have a blessed, have a safe weekend. Stay safe, and God bless each one of you.